Hello everyone, this is Chop It Up Hoops with your pal Sal, and we've got a lot to talk about today. First, let's talk about LeBron James breaking the all-time scoring record. Last night, the Lakers played OKC, and they lost 133 to 130, and LeBron James broke the all-time scoring record. He had 38 points last night to put him over the top at 38,390 points. He broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record, and that was insane because it took 40 years for someone to actually achieve this feat. And if it was going to belong to anyone, it would be LeBron James. LeBron James has worked his whole career to get to this. I remember when he was just 18 coming into the league, and he was called the chosen one. So it's great to see him achieve this feat. And also, he's number 3 all-time in assists before he gets to either number 2 or number 1. But John Stockton, who leads in assist, is going to be a hard one to catch. Last night, they did in fact play the OKC, but wasn't able to achieve the win. The Lakers do fall to 25-30. They were 13 in the Western Conference Finals, so they are third last or above San Antonio and the Houston Rockets. But that doesn't mean they won't make the playoffs because they are only 4 games behind the number 6 seed, which is the Dallas Mavericks, which are 29-26. So that being said, let's move and talk about the Dallas Mavericks, who made that great trade for Kyrie Irving. I believe that it is a great trade for the Dallas Mavericks because I think this will put them over the top, because Kyrie Irving gave the net, when he was with the Nets, gave them 27 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds a game, and he brings that scorer. So people make the comparison right now between LeBron and Kyrie, and now Luka and Kyrie. I think it's going to be a great ad because Kyrie's going to be, he was already playing at peak performance, but I think this will re-energize him because he feels like he was slighted by the Brooklyn Nets. When I say slighted, there was the disrespect that the Nets showed and displayed for him when it was time for the vax, when it came down to the vaccination, right? Kyrie refused to get the vax, and they treated him like a leper. Most athletes at his age that were in peak performance didn't really need the vaccination because it wasn't going to harm them because their immune system was so strong. Also, labeling him as an anti-Semite. He posted an image for a particular film, and it's because he posted that image, all of a sudden they called him an anti-Semite. Everybody came at him wanting apologies, or the Brooklyn Nets, of all teams, instead of supporting him, saying he's entitled to his freedom of speech and his ability to post what he wants, because I've seen players post worse when it comes to music, filthy, vulgar music, then I think that in itself was really bad. I think the only player that really came to his defense was, in fact, the NBA Players Association president, and that was Jaylen Brown. You know, he's like, if you guys really wanted to pull out the dirt, you could probably pull out dirt from a lot of these owners and GMs, and come to find out that they're just as bad, if not worse, than what Kyrie Irving put out there. So I think this is a good opportunity for a fresh start for Kyrie Irving. Whether or not it'll work out, the only time will tell, and we need to give him the chance. But I think he will basically be able to take some of the scoring burden that Luka Doncic has in regards to his, 35% usage rating, which is crazy, which means he's handling the rock a lot. And his scoring when he's not on the court dramatically drops. So we definitely have to take that into consideration. I think Kyrie Irving gives them that boost they need. And Kyrie Irving's not a bad defender on the perimeter. So I don't think that will be an issue. Yeah, Dinwiddie was he a better defender perimeter-wise? I think he was. Also, Dorian Finney-Smith, he could stretch perimeter-wise from 1 all the way to 4, and even 5 if he wanted to. So that definitely is a loss for them. But Kyrie Irving is a champion. He is an NBA champion, and he is a clutch shooter. He can take over fourth quarters whenever he wants. You don't see that out of any other players other than Luka Doncic on the Dallas Mavericks, and I believe it will be a great benefit to them. Do I think they will move up the standings in the Western Conference? Yeah, I think they could get all the way to number 1 seeding by the end of because the All-Star break is coming upon us, and then we still have another 40 some odd games to finish up the regular season before we move into the playoffs. So I think Kyrie Irving can come and give them the lift and the energy they need, and I think he has something to prove. I think he has a chip on his shoulder, and we'll see how it works out. Now KD, that's a different story. He's still with the Brooklyn Nets, and does he want out, or is it time for him to show that he can do it without any other stars on the team, and he can do it with the support system? I mean, the same Michael Jordan did it. If you want to be the best of the best, you got to basically show you didn't just ride the coattails of, say, the Golden State Warriors to win a championship. Did he produce, and was he a great asset to the Golden State Warriors? Definitely he was. But I think during this time is Kevin Durant's time to basically go out there and show that, hey, I'm that guy. Is he the guy? Of course he's the guy. He's one of the most elite scorers in the NBA, and probably one of the most elite scorers who could do it any spot on the court at any time in NBA history. But he has only one NBA championship to show for it. And so does Kyrie. Don't get me wrong. But I think Kyrie can definitely push. If I was to pick between the Brooklyn Nets and the Dallas Mavericks to win a championship, I would definitely put my money on the Dallas Mavericks right now. So it's going to be difficult because the Denver Nuggets are number 1 right now in the Western Conference at 38-17. And you have Jokic and Doncic. They will square off head to head. I bet Western Conference Finals. But you do have some of these up and coming teams like the Memphis Grizzlies. They're 33-21. You've got the Sacramento Kings that, they're a surprise to me. But hey, Sabonis is playing great. Keegan Murray's playing great. I mean, that pickup they did with trading Tyrese Halliburton over to the Indiana Pacers was phenomenal. I think that's really showing what they're able to do. And also I think Harrison Barnes is really showing out right now for the Sacramento Kings. Yeah, of course, you always have the LA Clippers and the Phoenix Suns in there, and they do have the experience. The Golden State Warriors are back in the top 10. And Utah Jazz has dramatically dropped, and so have the New Orleans Pelicans because of their inexperience. I think Golden State Warriors are going to find their mojo. If they're going to, will they make any free agent pickups before the end of the deadline, which is coming up really, really quick? That's yet to be said. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and comment. This is Chop It Up Hoops with your pal Sal. God bless and be kind.